Hi, I'm Jessica Woods, and this is the weekly energy report for week beginning the 13th of July 2020. Hopefully, you're beginning to notice this week the lighter energies, and that will be the frequency throughout this week. It will feel a bit lighter. We'll be able to take a bit of a breather because it's been a very intense time for certainly quite a few weeks now. There's a lot still happening outside. Globally, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, but that energy where we've had a lot of introspection, where we've been able to kind of like look at ourselves in relation to what's happening, I feel this week it's going to be a bit more of a relief. So that's good. That's got to be a really good thing. There's still a lot happening. There's still so many changes that are going on, but overall, I think give yourself a break this week. Continue that self-care, look after yourself, look after your well-being, look after your body, what it's asking you for, how you want to be, and the things you want to be doing. I think that's going to be really important this week. But also there's something about looking at the signs. What I mean by that is we're constantly, if we're in alignment with our divine self, it is guiding us, our soul self. It's how we feel makes us feel good. So when we feel good and we're moving towards that feeling good, we will notice the signs. If we're not feeling so good, we tend to be so head down, literally, aren't we? And we're not really focused on anything but how we're feeling and how bad things are for us. But this week is an opportunity to kind of look at the signs that are being presented, because you will be hopefully feeling a lot lighter. If you've been waiting for things to shift, they may have done so this week. You may have, got the job, got the news, or you may be feeling really inspired to start a new business or get a new job. So if the news of late's been a bit doom and gloom, you'll probably find that you've got that bit of get up and go and want to get on with things. There's also a tendency to want to snuggle down and be at home regardless of the weather. So listen to the rhythms, listen to your body. If you want to relax and you can, then do. And then when you get the opportunity, and you feel like more passionate and fired up, do those things. So really kind of listening to yourself and watching for the signs. The signs are the email coming in, the book that somebody mentions, because there's a lot of that energy at the moment, because our awareness is very heightened, our psychic sensitivity, and that kind of like inner knowing. You might get that, I know when the phone's going to ring and I know who it is, because definitely our awareness is much more astute at the moment. The other big thing that you're probably experiencing is a lot of the changes that are happening at the moment, whereas they've been external for us individually and as a group, as a collective, there's going to be a lot more that's happening on the soul plane, on the dimensions that we don't see, that are not visible and are not in our physical reality. So those may present themselves as dreams. You may be having really weird, very vivid dreams, just basically could even be nightmares. I know personally, I've not had nightmares, but I've certainly the dreams have been so intense at the moment. So you may notice your dreams are intense. If they are, just be aware that even if you can't decipher them, it's good. It makes sense to write them down and look at them, because it's the signs. Again, the signs are there. But at the same time, if it's not making sense, don't worry about it, because there's a lot happening on the soul plane and these other dimensions. There's a great deal of energetic shift. Our souls are going through major changes and upheavals, just like we are at the moment. We and our souls are one, of course. So therefore, whatever we're experiencing, our soul is experiencing, and vice versa. So keeping that connection to our divine self, and bringing that energy through, kind of comes through to us through our soul as well. That light and being connected to the earth is the thing to keep doing right now. I'm going to pull a couple of my psychic tarot cards, my oracle cards, see what comes up as well for this week. I just thought, let's put a different spin on it. because there's been a lot of intensity. So that one wants to come out. Yeah, authority. That says it all. So you'll find that perhaps structures and boundaries around authorities, so there could be legal issues that need sorting out. There could be anything to do with what keeps you grounded. So it doesn't have to be outside in your everyday life. It could mean more that what keeps you grounded, what enables you to feel secure on this planet, because there's something about security going on at the moment, that there's this security around how's it going to be in the future, what makes us feel secure. Well, all the things that make us feel secure as human beings, or we think they make us feel secure, are things like properties and cars and stuff. And all that stuff has been changing. And as we know, the changes are global, they're widespread, they're global. So it's like, what makes you feel secure? What makes you feel good? Maybe it's just breathing and relaxing. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's doing exercise. Maybe it's starting to, that new project, writing a book. So this is a good time to do these sort of things, because no matter what, there's new structures that are being put in place. And I think we're going to see much more of that through our governments and our leaders. So yeah, authority, structure, boundaries. That's going to be a theme for this week, and questioning ourselves in relation to that. As I say, where do I fit in? What are my boundaries? How do I feel secure? Nothing else is coming out. Okay, that one wants to, and another one too. Okay, so the temptation this week is not to fear what you're experiencing, not what you're seeing. It's being able to come back to self, get centered, feel good, relax, and notice what's going on outside, notice what's going on inside, and be willing to let it go. Let it go. It's just an illusion. That's what I'm feeling really strongly with this card that's come out. It's a temptation card. So it's like, are you going to be drawn into the old ways? Are you, the old paradigm, the old patterns, the old ways of thinking and believing and opinions of others? You're going to get drawn into that, or are you going to, keep your own space? So that's going to be really important this week. And then the other card that came out is the Destiny card. And this card, I love it. It's all about, success and that we're moving in the right track. So basically this is saying keep positive this week. So acknowledging what's going on, not getting drawn into it, recognizing boundaries, maybe putting your own boundaries in place, not being afraid to visualize, imagine, daydream, and more importantly, feel those things that you want to come to fruition. Great time, because as I say, your soul's working really, really hard to make sure that what's happening for you now is releasing the old, replacing it with the new, to create this new future, this new destiny for yourself. So keep really positively motivated, hang around with people that make you feel good, or if you're on your own, do things that make you feel good. So this week, that's what it's all about. It's about focusing on self again, always on self, always, does this feel good for me? And if it does, I'm going to do it. And getting into a natural rhythm with the cycles, with the things that are happening. So allowing your soul to, kind of manifest what it wants for you, and you just meeting it halfway. So meet it halfway, positive thinking, positive visualization, and more importantly, feel into what you want and how good it's going to feel when you get it. So that's it for this week. See you next week. It's a good one. It's lighter. Keep going.